When I was young, once I hear this sound, I know that the street opera is starting. And I always get very excited, especially if it is metal rock puppet. Now, metal rock puppet is from Teochew, and it came over to Singapore during the 1920s, 1930s with the immigrants like coolies and some sweet women. Hi, I'm Benjamin, and I'm from Paper Monkey Theatre. At Paper Monkey Theatre, we are doing puppet shows for children, and we're trying to bring back traditional puppetry back to Singapore as well. Right here in my hand is a Teochew metal rock puppet, or in Chinese, 潮州铁字偶. Now, why it got this name? Because it's operated by 3 metal sticks, 1 here at the body and 2 for the hands. And this puppet, of course, it will be like a human being, and they are characterized according to the mostly opera shows. Say, for example, 旦, 生, 丑, 还有静 means that it's a female role, the male role, the painted faces, and the clown role. They follow all the stories accordingly to Wayang to the dot. Now, of course, this one started from in China, in Teochew province. And as our pioneers or our forefathers coming to Singapore to work, they too came down all the way to entertain them during the 1930s and 1940s. The last metal rock company in Singapore just finished their last performance in 2015. So, how they operate? The puppeteers will hold the body rod and then another hand rod with the left hand, and the right hand will holding on to the others. And their performance is quite special. Unlike other rock puppets which they hold the sticks underneath, they hold it behind. And they will be performing sitting down, like what I'm doing. And then they just move the puppets this way. So praying, or this, or even or even the water sleeves. And when you speak about metal rod, Teochew metal rod puppet, you're very surprised that they have also a very interesting history how it became being. In fact, the forefathers of metal rod puppet is actually shadow puppetry. So in Teochew province, when shadow puppetry was performed, people will say, oh, it's great, but it's just 2D. So they wanted more. So the puppeteers came together and think about it, and they start to form 3D of it. That's why you look carefully, the sticks symbolize very similar to the shadow puppetry that I showed last time. And even the looks. Now what they do was the head was made of clay, and after that they gloss it, so that when from far they can see the reflection, and then they can see it, and then the costume of course is it. This is a type that is called a Teochew embroidery. So according to their status, they are embroidered differently. Here I have another character which everybody will know, Sumukong. Now Sumukong is known as the painted faces because his face is painted and he's always very just. Now sometimes when we look at you can see the face is white. Now white doesn't mean purity in Chinese opera. White means that they are very cunning, they are very scheming. That's why Sumukong is in white, because Sumukong is always very naughty and thinking of very different tricks to play on others. Okay, so they can do. And sometimes we also can use our hands to help them to even do other stunts. Here is a shen or male role. Now, if you look carefully together, you know that this is Tan San San. Now, all these are very specially made by artists, but due to the modernization, a lot of them felt that their craft cannot go on. And here in Singapore, we must always constantly find out how can we carry on when these masters die and then all their craft pass away. So here in Paper Monkey, we try to modernize these puppets so that we can also continue doing and also make it more friendlier. Now you look at the designs, they are very traditional. Sometimes they are not so Some even are very scary for our children. So what we do is start to also create our own version of metal rod like this and make it much more colorful or manga-ish so that they can accept them. Now, it's still the same. We still have 3 rods, 1 for the body and 2 for the hands. And he do exactly the same thing as the traditional. And come here, here. And we also update the dressing. This is more towards the TV series so that their clothes are not really embroidered, much more down to earth and also simple. And you will never know that what kind of replacement do this. Can you guess what is this? Yes, this is a paint roller. So here at Paper Monkey, we are constantly looking for other materials around us to help us to make the puppets. In fact, you look at the metal rod controlling it. This is actually a brush. You just remove the brush and then replace it. So that is similar. And all these are made from polyfoam or recycled paper so that it's, it's cheap and it's easy available compared to the rest which are made of clay. So yeah, we will continue making more and share with Singapore audience because we like to preserve what our pioneers brought over with us. They exist for reasons. First, to entertain us, and secondly, they are rich with stories that we can share with our next generation so that Singapore does have our own history, does have our own culture, and hopefully we can develop a new style that keep on going maybe in another next 50 years. SG100 maybe? Okay, that's all. Bye-bye.